Chris, how did you kind of think you guys performed against the run and everything like that? Obviously, I think held South Dakota there to 38 rushing yards in the night. Kind of how did you think your defense did?
I think everybody did their job in the run game. Even us corners came in the C gap sometime and fit it up. We trust one another, so we just do our job. So in the run game, we did extremely well, if you ask me.
A lot of people have been looking forward to you and Chris on the football field together this year. A lot of people have been saying you guys are one of the best quarterback duos in the nation. You guys combined for 9 tackles today. What is it like to be able to play across the field from somebody like that, and how do you think it helps you become a better football player?
My coach called us the spark plug of the defense because he tell us to start it off. So I think first play I probably had the first tackle. But playing with a guy like Chris on the other side give us all confidence. When we're out there at the D-line, the confidence we go do our job, and I'm confident he go do his job. And it brings the safeties with us, a linebacker. So it's not just us two, it's really everybody connected. It makes us this defense run how it run.
Ennis, what do you think, seeing his first game, seeing him play the way Marvin did, come up with the sack and all that?
I'm extremely proud of Marvin. The work he's put in is really shown and paid off. You come in as a freshman. I gave him the freshman talk because I was once a freshman that started. But he was locked in. I'm just proud of him. He got some stuff to get better on, but we all do.
What's the freshman talk?
I was once there. I played versus Alabama. You was meant to be here. It's a bigger high school. And don't care what nobody got to say. You just care about us.
What did you kind of see from Johnny Walker there along the D-line? Led the team with sacks and tackles tonight. What did you kind of see from him?
Johnny's been my roommate since I've been in college. I always knew what he can do. Johnny came in probably 180 pounds. So, Johnny was real small. I thought he was a receiver. But he worked, hard worker, had opportunities to leave if he wanted. He stayed here, bought in, and now look at DeJoyce and what he's doing right now for the Tigers. That means I just got to cover for at least 3 seconds, If you cover for 3 seconds, they pretty much been getting there. So if they keep doing it to make my job a lot easier, I really wasn't as tired because they did their job well.
And so I think you came about like a foot or maybe even a couple inches away from that interception in the third quarter. But what did you see on the play and how close were you to making that play?
For the air, I'm going to blame myself on that play. But Coach Baker had a play dialed up. It worked to perfection. We practiced it, so I finally got to play safety for one time. And I did my little drop. I seen the receiver, I looked, and I should have went over with 2 hands. Next time, I'm always go with 2 hands. I'd rather miss with 2 hands than 1 hand. So that's on me, and my brothers made me do push-ups for it.
Miles Harden was one of the best players for South Dakota. He got the interception late in the game. What were some things that you saw from him that impressed you as a fellow quarterback?
He played real physical. I gave him his credit after the game. I told him the interception shouldn't have happened, but he got the pick or whatever. He played real physical, so that's what I can say about him.
Okay.
Thank you.
On 18 carries today, how did it feel to just kind of explode like that on the first game of the season?
Yeah, I think it just felt good to get back out there. Huge shout out to offensive line and tight ends and receivers blocking downfield because they did a tremendous job. So I'm excited to go back, watch the film, and just kind of see how they did on the outsides. And it's not only just me out there, so it's everybody playing together. So it was awesome, a great feeling just to be back out there today.
Coach said there was kind of a lull there in the third quarter. Other than the fact that you guys weren't on the field for the first 9 minutes
Yeah.
of the quarter, what kind of changed first half to second half offensively?
Yeah, I think we just need to come out faster. Like you said, we didn't get on the field for 8-9 minutes. They were putting together a good drive. So I think for us, it was just trying to find a way to stay loose, stay fresh. And we, like you said, we kind of started off slow, but then we kind of found our way back in the fourth. So we just got to go back in the lab, go back to work, and figure out how to just stay, fast and stay attacking on offense.
Cody, you and Nathaniel Pete combined for over 240 combined yards. How does he help you become a better player and vice versa?
Yeah, I think me and Nate's relationship is special. I think, everybody wants there to be a 1 guy, a 2 guy, but I think me and Nate are really buying into the duo aspect because we know down the road getting into the SEC games and as the season continually goes, that's going to take both of us to be successful on offense. So I think we're both just buying into that. There's just no selfishness between us, and I think that's the best thing you can do when you're competing against each other every day.
Cody, on the drive where you scored there, I think you picked up the last 34 yards yourself and then that touchdown there. What's going through your mind when you're getting those touches and then you're kind of eating up the yardage?
Yeah, my mindset is always just keep going, moving forward. Never want to lose yards. You always want to at least get back to the line of scrimmage. And like I said, there was huge holes out there today and just great blocking downfield. So my mindset is just make those blocks count, and that's on me when the ball's in my hands to go get first downs and get those yards.
Cody, how much of an improvement have you seen in the offensive line from this time last year to where they're at right now?
Yeah, I think a huge growth in them. I think it's a huge shout out to Coach Jones bringing in being a great leader for them, and I think guys like Javon Foster and Xavier Delgado being the leaders on offense and bringing the guys up like Armand Mimbu and Cameron Johnson and bringing those guys and Connor Tollison and just leading those guys and showing them, because they've played a lot of football in the SEC, so showing those guys what kind of work ethic you need to have, how you need to go about every day, and those guys are in there watching extra film and working daily. So I think it's just awesome to see those guys putting it all together now.
It seemed like the offense tonight worked with a lot more tempo. What felt different about tonight versus games last year?
Yeah, I think our mindset is just always be attacking. You know, we call ourselves the ambush offense because we want to attack and we want to push the tempo and we just want to continually just be putting the defense on their heels and just attacking, running the football, throwing the football, just trying to keep them off balance and take advantage of that.
What, if anything, changes in the huddle when you go from a guy who's in his fourth year, 15 games as a starter, to a guy making his really playing for the first time, and saying,
Oh, yeah, okay, so you were referring to quarterbacks. I think nothing really changes. You know, I think Sam and Brady also have a good relationship, even though they're competing against each other. Brady's cheering him on, helping him out, and I think Sam did a great job coming in. Like you said, it was his first start. I think, he was probably a little nervous in the beginning, like every guy is when it's their first start and first getting out there to play, but I think he did a fantastic job tonight.
How do you think Brady Cook did?
Yeah, I think Brady showed extreme toughness. Like you said, he started 15 games, and that is starting to show, I think, more in his game. And I think just the leader that he is on the sidelines as well, in the huddle, the way he just commands the offense, he did a fantastic job as well.
Cody, you mentioned the left side of that offensive line, specifically Javon Foster.
Yeah.
How confident are you in the huddle when you get a call to run behind those guys?
Yeah, I'm confident every time. I know Javon Foster and X and Connor Tollison, the whole offensive line is going to get their job done. So just extremely confident every time a run is called.
Cody, right out of the gate, 3 straight plays went to you. How does it kind of feel to be one of those go-to guys? Does that kind of motivate you more this season?
Yeah, I think it's just a tremendous honor, when offensive coordinator and the team has that much confidence in you, and trust in you just to, put the ball in your hands. And it's not something I take lightly and something that I know carries a lot of weight and something that I just want to continually just prove and build that trust and respect with the offense.
Cody, after they were challenged throughout fall camp, what did you see from the wide receivers blocking the ground tonight?
Yeah, I think it's been amazing. And like it started off like in fall camp, I remember Drink saying something that wasn't our standard, and they really took that personally. And I think now we're starting to really see that all come together. And it's not only that it's not just their job to catch the football; they got to block as well. Same thing like as a running back, it's our responsibility to protect the quarterback and help the offensive line out as well. So just great team football tonight.
Cody, you told me about 2 weeks ago that you wanted, and the running back room wanted to be the unit that was leaned on at the end of games. Do you
Yeah.
think that you guys achieved that goal today? And if so, how do you want to see that improve in the future?
Yeah, I think we definitely achieved that today with some good runs. But I think just offensively, with Sam throwing that touchdown pass to Luther really sealed the deal for us. So it's not just that we want to be those guys to close out games, but it takes the whole team. And whoever number is called is going to get it done.
How would you describe Brady as a runner? We saw him run last year. He's hurt doing
Yeah.
it at Kansas State, and then he comes back, the shoulder's healthy, and he runs 15 yards in. And it's like he hasn't slowed up. He doesn't look to peel off. I mean, he runs like a running back when he runs.
Yeah, 100%. I don't think he's not scared of anybody, and I tell him all the time to slide. I'm yelling, running behind him, saying slide, slide, slide. But he wants those yards. He's a tough kid. He's a physical kid, and I think that's something that everybody can get behind in a quarterback is when you see him taking those hits and getting back up and doing it again and again and again. So it's just something. He's just a really tough dude.
Cody, you talked this offseason about wanting to improve in pass protection. How would you rate your performance in that regard tonight?
Yeah, I didn't get too many opportunities in pass pro tonight, so hopefully, down the road, there's going to be a ton of opportunities. So nothing too much tonight.
One more for Cody. Cody, we talked about throughout the offseason, obviously playing against the defensive line and everything like that. How was it like to kind of see them work against an opposing running back
Yeah, I think our defense is dominant. Like I've been saying, I think they're one of the best defenses in the country, and I think they put that on display tonight. I think they did a great job. That D-line and linebacker crew and secondary is no joke. So I think they did an amazing job tonight.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, guys.
All for you tonight.
Really, I was just trusting my keys and making reads when my coaches taught me to make plays.
You led the team with 6 tackles in your first game. Was no nerves at all for you, or maybe were there some nerves, and did that work to your advantage?
I mean, it was nerves. I've been playing football my whole life, so I mean, you go out there and play football.
Ennis was talking to us about how much you've changed since in your time here. Mizzou, talk about the work you put in your body in preparation.
Yeah, I've always been a grinder, man. I just been waiting my time. It's finally my time right now. Been obviously came here at like 190, 260 now. So I mean, been with nutrition staff, strength staff, just changing my body around. Been waiting for this moment to be ready for it.
Ennis said that you had opportunities to maybe go elsewhere and play earlier, and you didn't, and he appreciated that. In this era, guys do that a lot. What was important for you about putting in the work here and doing this here?
I just felt like Mizzou was home. I understood the guys ahead of me, obviously, are in NFL now. So I just felt like it was my time to wait, and eventually I would take over. It took patience. It was frustrating, but obviously it worked out in my favor.
Johnny, you really shined on the defensive side of the ball tonight. How do you keep that momentum going for the rest of the season?
Just stacking days. Can't get big-headed. Can't feel myself. I mean, just get back to work.
Johnny, coming out of halftime, you kind of had 2 big plays there to start the second half. I think a 4-yard loss and then stuffing at the line. What was going through your mind on those plays? Can you walk us through those?
Again, I just fall back to my training, man. I think my coaches do a great job, Coach Peoples, in coaching me and telling me and preparing me for the games and looks. Scout team does a great job. So, I mean, just fall back to my training every time.
I mean, there's a lot of new faces on this team. Were there any newcomers that kind of stood out to you?
I mean, when offense is on the field, I don't really pay attention to them. I'm trying to lock in. I try to watch on a big screen when I can, but I'm locked in with the defense. And on defense, I feel like we did a good job tonight, but I feel like we can stack days and get better from that.
How important is the mental side of the game of being able to read O-line shifts or slide blocks and stuff like that? How important is that for you on the defensive line to recognize to be successful in the SEC?
Well, it has to be quick because, like you said, we're in the SEC. So, I mean, once we're set, get the read in and get our cleats in the ground and play football. So, I mean, it's pretty important, I feel like. Say that one more time.
Are there any lessons that you've learned from Trajan and Isaiah and the other defensive ends that have been here that you want to apply this season?
Those guys taught me how to be a pro and stay focused and be where your feet at. So, I mean, I feel like they taught me a lot of stuff, but mentality-wise, I feel like they taught me a lot.
You guys have gone weeks, going up against each other. What do you feel like to go up against real competition for the first time?
Man, I was tired of hitting black and gold every day. I mean, it felt good to actually hit another team. But yeah, it felt pretty good to go out there and in front of the crowd and hit another team.
Johnny, this is Darius Robinson's kind of first full game at defensive end tonight. Just kind of what did you see from him tonight that he did well, and kind of what was he talking about throughout the game?
Well, me and D-Rob, we have a lot of inside jokes with each other, so we say those a lot. But I feel like he did pretty good today. Obviously, we got to keep stacking days and getting better, but I like what I've seen from D-Rob today. Yeah, thank y'all.
You know, we got in a rhythm there. I know the first drive we didn't convert on 3rd down. It was a close one. And, you know, we settled for a field goal that I think we missed after that. But overall, I thought we got in a rhythm there. I really liked how we executed the end of half drive. And I was impressed with the O-line, impressed with the receivers. Everybody was on their assignments.
Brady, assuming that you guys fully knew the plan coming in first half, second half, I mean, how's that changed your mentality knowing, hey, I've got 2 quarters here and I might be watching the second half?
Yeah, you know, I think your thoughts kind of lead you to think it might change something or, make you think you need to change something. But at the end of the day, it's still football. It was still football for a half, and I just needed to go out there and execute. Same reads, same preparation, and I thought just go out there and play football like I always do.
Brady, how much more comfortable did you feel this year compared to around this time last year?
Yeah, I mean, it's a world's difference. I remember just not feeling, my feet in the ground. I wasn't comfortable last year versus La Tech, nerves, and none of that was there this time around. I felt more prepared, felt confident. I think it's just all the experience that's really helping.
Brady, did you go through the first touchdown and what you saw? I mean, is that a second read or is it the first read that you're trying to shift the coverage there?
Yeah, it's like a mixture between the second and third read. Based on the look they were giving, it's pretty much the second primary read. So I checked the boundary first on Theo. I think they were clouding the hitch, so I got backside and first that open coverage. It was perfect play call, perfect route by Mackay. We executed it.
Just wondering if you could go through just the study habits that it takes to maybe execute.
Yeah, the study habits. I mean, we could write a book on that. It starts early in the week, watching full games of tape and watching more tape and different cut-ups. And then you really get into the game plan, and you got to know you got to go out there and you got to know what you're looking for against what coverage and based on what plays on. So a lot goes into it. I think I'm getting better at, locking down my prep and my habits, and I think that's helping.
Brady, Cody Schrader was just sitting here and he said when you get some open space and start running, you're not afraid of anybody. He even has to yell to you to slide sometimes. Just take us through your mentality when you get some open space.
I didn't take off too many times tonight, so I didn't really have the opportunity to slide, I thought. The touchdown, I think I made the safety miss. And then there was one other scramble. Unless I already have the first down and there's a bunch of guys around me, I probably won't slide. I'm thinking about maybe I should more. I don't know.
Is the game becoming much slower? Is that maybe why you feel like you didn't run as much because you were just being able to make, better reads?
Yeah, I think it starts with just feeling really protected back there. I mean, I didn't have anything in my face all night. So props to the O-line. I think that helps a lot. You just get more comfortable back there. You're able to go through all your reads, make better decisions. So that helps a bunch. I think as we go forward, I'll use my legs more and more.
Do you express excitement just in scoring more points and being part of Kirby Moore's offense? What did you think of your red zone performance tonight? I think you went 4 for 4 while you were out there with 4 touchdowns.
Yeah, I think that's pretty good. I think that's pretty good. I guess you got to keep doing that.
Brady, when you talk about the execution on that last drive of the half to get a touchdown, what kind of went into the execution? What did you think about it from all facets, from receivers, offensive line, too?
Yeah, I think we've prepped so hard and so good for these situations all camp. Pretty much every practice, they would put us in a situation. Usually the situation in practice was minute 15, one timeout, got to go score a touchdown. And I think it was like a minute 33, one timeout, got to go score. So right before I went out, I was like, man, we've done this before. We know what calls we're going to get. It's going to be tempo. We got a timeout. Saw a little bit of two-man. Luther made some plays. Got a holding call and got in the end zone. So good execution.
We've seen a lot out of Luther in a little over a year, but correct me if I'm wrong, tonight seemed like the first time he's going up making contested catches, taking hits down the field. I mean, did you see something different out of him tonight than you've seen maybe last year?
Yeah, I think just chemistry. We've thrown so many more routes together and practiced, and it's been a big emphasis. I know you guys know this. We're trying to attack downfield more. It's a big emphasis for him, big emphasis for me, and we were just on the same page a few times tonight, which was nice.
He took some hits, especially that one to the head on the targeting, and on something like that. You get a little concerned and check on him right away.
Yeah, I went over there and checked on him. He seemed all right, so got to keep it moving. But yeah, he's tough, man. He took a few hits tonight. His helmet was all over the place. It stinks because he's got to come off the field, but. I checked on him right away.
How much more comfortable are you with him being in the slot?
Yeah, I think it's great. I think we'll be able to get him the ball more. Going to have more access on his releases. It's just going to allow him to play faster, get the ball in his hands. I think it's going to be really good for him.
Brady, you took quite a bit of time talking about how good of a leader you are, you know, your character. What does it mean to you that he sees all those qualities in you, and where do you feel like that leadership comes from in you?
Yeah, that means a lot. That's my leader. So, I'm following after him, trying to do the best I can. And that does mean a lot. That definitely validates, what I'm trying to do, what I'm trying to do for the program. At the end of the day, I'm just going to do whatever it takes to win and make sure everybody's on board.
Since whenever it was you got back healthy, have you approached this with a chip on your shoulder, or how would you describe the way you've approached the last few months?
Yeah, I do have a chip on my shoulder. I think I'm going to have it the whole season. And I think the whole team does. To expand on that, that kind of goes into the something to prove thing, STP. We have a chip on our shoulder. I have a chip on my shoulder. I have a lot to prove. We have a lot to prove. So I think that all ties in together.
You and Luther both set personal single game records, hit with receiving yards. He actually beat in the first half, and you as well in the first half with completion percentage. What is the difference between week 1 this year and week 1 last year for you two as a tandem?
Yeah, I think just experience. We've been here before. We've done it. We were very prepared tonight. I'll say that. I knew exactly what they were doing. Prepared for the looks. Luther was too. We were on the same page. And me and his communication has gotten a lot better. Just getting to know him, getting closer to him. Just our chemistry has grown a lot.
With the change in defensive front from what you guys were expecting, Trick was just telling us about that. What adjustments did you have to make as the quarterback for in-game adjustments, like on the field per play?
On the field per play, not as much. We come over to the sideline and we pretty much, fix it up with the O-line coach and with Kirby and Drink. So I think it's drive by drive. When you're out there and you get something you don't expect right on the first series or second series, probably let it play out, see what they're doing, fix it on the sideline.
You mentioned more than more prepared. Talk about your work with Kirby more this week, which about play calling nights, something that you were getting the ball out a lot faster.
Yeah, he's done a great job preparing the quarterbacks and preparing the offense. He's got a great schedule for different meetings and different cut-ups and tape, and he's brought some new ideas and new ways to prepare for the quarterbacks, which has been great. I thought he called a great game. We talked about different sequences before the game and what I could expect and what I could expect in the red zone, which helped a lot. It's almost like I knew what call was coming. So I thought he did a great job, and he helped me a lot.
You all didn't punt the ball for a second time until 10:08 left in the fourth quarter. What's been kind of the biggest key or emphasis in sustaining long and methodical drives?
Yeah, for me, it's kind of taking the pressure off of third down, focusing on first and second, the base downs. If we can get chunk plays or convert first downs on those early downs, I think that helps us a lot. We don't want to get in third and longs. Saw that a lot last year. It's something I noticed as we would get ourselves in third and extra long, it would kind of stump us. So I think focusing on first down efficiency, getting the ball moving, getting positive plays.
Last question, Ben Brett Bringsong. Brady, when Sam's playing, we see you in there in the huddle, coaching him up, giving him tips. I don't know that we would see that in every situation like this. Why is that important to you to try to help him out there when you guys are technically competing right now?
Yeah, I'm a captain, so the team comes first over anything first, especially with something like this. And second, that's my brother right there. He's a quarterback. We're in the same room every day, trying to do the same thing, working on the same goal, playing the same position. So I'm going to help him the best I can. It doesn't hurt me to help him out at all, so that's what I'm going to do. That's how I'm going to handle it.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.